Hey, I'm finally coming back to rebasing all these goblins, and it's super weird because some of them, don't look at that, I got myself, keep that off camera. Some of them sealed to the base with that baking soda we mixed in like they should have, but then obviously some of them are popping right off. So I don't know. I've never had this problem to this degree before, so I'm thinking maybe I didn't mix up the base material enough like before I started putting it on bases, and maybe all of the baking soda had like settled to the bottom or something, or maybe I just need to add more baking soda. But this is actually going to be pretty quick because it looks like half of them are locked into the base and did react with that baking soda and the material appropriately. Just really weird, but we're finally going to have everything primed. I don't know what happened to the video yesterday. I guess my audio didn't record, which sucks because I feel like painting wise that was definitely a really good one. But this is what it is. Moving on, got the progress made. I don't want to lose the momentum. I didn't want to miss a video upload. I think you can still like kind of tell what's going on. And then I'm just glazing. If you watch that one, I don't know, you start watching this one, I'll tell you what the audio was supposed to say. Was I started with that dark purple, a mid-tone purple, and then a magenta from Scale Color, and just working up in very thin layers. And then I would take it up like 2 steps too high on the highlight, and then glaze back over that with a mid-tone to bring it back down, so to smooth that transition. And when you do that, you can have the super deep dark shadows and the very high, not high, but the very bright highlights, and you keep kind of that crazy contrast, but it still looks smooth in the transition. I could have sat there and done that all day yesterday. I had 2 hours to paint, which is crazy. I did it in the morning, kind of like before the work stuff and the family stuff kicked off. That's the longest painting session I've had in 5 years, maybe even longer, to just sit down and paint. And I just got 2 tongues painted, but it felt good. That's the problem with glazing though, is you have to wait for it to dry. And it wasn't too terrible since I had 2 models to go back and forth from. And really that's how I paint everything now. Like I can't turn it off. I'll use other techniques to get to that point, but eventually like everything I paint eventually gets to that glazing stage. I just don't know how to paint any other way now really. So I'm gonna try to change that when we're painting all 90 of these goblins, and that's gonna rely heavily on the airbrush to just get it done in time. But I'm excited. Today everything will be primed. I'm hoping I can get everything primed, do a true zenithal on it, and maybe even get some like pre-shading in, but that's like several hours of work. And I'm gonna have to stay up very late to get that part done because the day's about to start. But I'm also gonna try to cast some of the bases today that I didn't actually put on the goblins, because if I could just start casting bases over and over again, that would be great, because I really do like this texture. I gotta look at like the cost effectiveness of just buying bases and putting the base material on, but from a time perspective, that's definitely gonna save me a huge amount of time. Still working on the mango squigs, nothing too cool being done there, but I've made the mold. Hopefully I'm gonna have a mold of bases. I didn't have a ton of silicone left, that's the last of it. So I just put some bases in the bottom of that. Hopefully they stay stuck. I super glued them down. Hopefully they'll be there, and hopefully I'll get a working base mold. But if not, I have some new stuff coming soon. I think our mold is cured. I'm gonna get it out of here and see what we got. I have to do a little bit of mold cleanup, but I think we're gonna be good. We have a finished mold. I gotta clean it up a little bit because some of the base fell apart in it. No big deal. But even that one that looks questionable looks pretty good. I'm excited. Progress, but a lot of boring stuff. So let me show you what I'm doing. So got the mangler squigs. I painted, looking really cool. I cut in all the black on both of them. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna paint the goblins yet, so I didn't paint them, but they might sit for a little bit now, because I cut in all the chains and the details and where stuff's gonna be. But I don't know if I'm gonna do true metal on these or non-metal metallic. Probably do true metal just because of how much it is to paint. But I'm getting that itch in the skull to do non-metal metallic. And I have almost finished rebasing these guys. I just got the last batch left. I've done about 60 of them already. I got all the orcs rebase. Those guys are good to go. I got all the resin, like the Forge World stuff. I got all this stuff washed, which is just all the tedious stuff is almost done with all of these projects. I've been reading through the Old World rule book. I don't actually know how to play it yet. So been doing a lot of that. I made a little bit more progress. I gotta finish this guy soon. Pretty much after the orcs are done, I gotta finish this guy up for the commissions. So you want to see, I got the white done. Just a little bit of airbrush work, and then a lot of glazing. So I got the white to the gray is like pretty much done. So got to do the shield for him. But today is a crazy work day, so I think I might be done hobbying. But it was a lot of time done this morning of hobbying, getting that done. A lot of tedious stuff that I just thought it'd be silly to a video, but I could vlog about it. I just tripped over my rocking chair that I sit in. There's my stick. Flip you around. Making progress on like cleaning up and organizing the space. I pulled everything off of shelves and put it in the middle of the room in stacks, and now I'm just going through and like sorting stuff out. So there is that aspect to it. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. A quick one. I'll see you tomorrow with some hopefully painting progress.